Do this now if your ex-wife or ex-girlfriend or ex-period ever blocks you on social media. And I've gotten this question a lot actually from guys like, hey, why would my ex block me? Right? I didn't do anything. I wasn't haranguing her. I wasn't stalking her. You know, we had been friends on social media, or, you know, we had dated in the past in college, and I tried to be, you know, a nice guy and tried to add her as a friend, and then she blocked me. Why did she do that? Why did girls do this? Why did they block you? And a big reason for this, okay, outside of obviously, you know, the rare cases where you are stalking her or you're harassing her, okay, that's totally understandable. I mean, but in those situations, male or female, you know, it's pretty customary to be blocked. But when it's an ex-girlfriend, somebody, or an ex-wife even, somebody that you've shared times with, somebody that you have memories with, somebody that you were actually pretty nice to, or somebody that, you know, every couple fights, right? Or fight, you know, your fights weren't that bad, or it was something that was so long ago, like 15 years ago, 20 years ago. It's like, okay, can we just move on and be adults now? And you're genuinely trying to reach out to her and, you know, add her as a friend if you hadn't been friends already. And for no reason, and I mean, I'm literally talking like really no reason, you feel like she just all of a sudden goes ahead and blocks you. I'm going to tell you why she does this, all right? I know this firsthand as a professional PUA, professional dating coach, and as somebody who has had a few exes block me too, right? I understand the reason. You know, exes that I haven't spoken to in years, exes that I have not had any communication with, and like one of them who blocked me recently. I've not talked to this girl since the late 90s. Literally, have not reached out to her, have not had any conversations, and even back then when we left off on good terms. I remember it was actually my college girlfriend, right? We had dated in college, and I was her first everything, right? And I remember we kind of got back together in the late 90s, and we dated for another, I think it was like another 4 or 5, maybe 6 months. Nothing happened. We had a great relationship. There was really no reason to block me, right? So, but she did. It's like one day, all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm going to tell you why your ex ends up blocking you, right? So if you're in these situations where, like, hey, what did I do? What happened? Blah, blah, blah. There's usually a couple of reasons why. So the first reason, this is probably the most common reason, okay? First reason is shame, okay? So that is the first reason. Your ex is ashamed. She does not want, and she'll never admit this, by the way, but she does not want you to see what she's up to, right? She does not want you to see all the new guys she has banged since you, all the new relationships that did not work out, aka meant that she was riding the carousel, basically how like effed up her life has become. So, I mean, even my ex from 2006, I would not be surprised if, you know, for whatever reason, she's blocked me, right? Because she knows that she doesn't really have anything proud of to share. And really, that's the first reason why your ex would block you, is because she is ashamed. She is ashamed of what she has done with her life since you. She is ashamed of the guys she has banged since you that did not work out, that have exited her life. She is not proud of these things. Because if she was proud, right? If she did have faith in her decision since you, believe me, these women, there's nothing they love more than to rub it in your face. So she would be rubbing that crap in your face. If she was with the perfect guy, if she married the Chad and he settled down with her and they had 3 kids, nice home, white picket fence, family life, and you know, she was successful and all that, believe me, she would not be blocking you. She'd be like, look at me, look what I did, what about you, blah, blah. But because she didn't do that, because she rode the carousel, because now she's the DG, she doesn't want you to see that, right? She doesn't want to hear it from you. She doesn't want you thinking bad of her or negative thoughts. She just doesn't want to deal with it. So a lot of these chicks, what they'll do, because they're damaged, is they'll stonewall, and they'll just hit that block button, right? Even though you might not have done anything, right? You might not even talk to this girl for a long time. That's just the easy out. Let me block. I don't want him to see. Don't want him to see what I'm up to. right? Another reason that an ex might block you is because she's trying to cover her tracks. And I've talked about this on my 33 Secrets dating channel. So an ex also might block you because for the same reason she might have told you at the end of your relationship, like, can you delete all those photos? Can you delete all those videos of us and our vacations together? Can you just delete all that for me? Because she wants to remove any evidence whatsoever that she ever dated you, right? Why? It goes back to what Eddie Murphy used to say about women hiding skeletons in the closet. Right? It's like, hey, you don't want to open that closet, a bone might fly out, right? Because a lot of these women who are DG, still single, over the age of 30, which I'm imagining your ex is, because that's who mostly does these, does the blocking here. She wants to cover her tracks because she doesn't want the new guy talking to you. She doesn't want the new guy to know how many guys she's actually slept with. And this is why a lot of women will just bold-faced lie about how many guys they had sex with, right? They'll be like, oh, it was 2, even though it was like 20. Right? I'm exaggerating, but it could be 20. But she wants to cover her tracks. That way, it's easier for her to monkey branch to the next guy and the next guy and the next guy while removing any evidence of the crime, so to speak. Right? She wants to remove any evidence of previous crime so it looks like she's this honest, good citizen who's just looking for her forever man. No, don't fall for it. So that is the second reason why a woman will block you. Third reason is, I don't know if I can, really, there really is no third reason. When it comes to, I was talking about my ex from college. So in her case, that was kind of mystifying because, like I said, we dated in the 90s. When we first started dating, we were freshmen in college, and I was pretty wild back then, and I was kind of a dick with her. However, once we got older, we got through that because I was her first everything. So, a woman never forgets her first, by the way. Whoever the first guy was, especially first boyfriend and first everything else, never forgets that guy. So we ended up dating again, I don't know, I just ran into her randomly one time, towards the late 90s, and we started talking, and it just picked up the pieces, started dating, and our relationship was actually pretty good, the second time around, because now we're both more mature, the jealousy was gone, and it was we had a pretty decent relationship, and we just kind of just went our separate ways. There was no harsh breakup, there was no screw you and whatever else, but for some reason, she carried on this animosity towards me. I don't know why, but she started to feel animosity towards me. I think it was around the time Trump got elected. She might have peeked into my Facebook and saw that I don't vote, but I just said, oh, congratulations, President Trump, bye-bye Hillary. I said something like that. Something very basic on my Facebook at the time that I don't even use anymore. And around that time, it seemed like that was around the time she blocked me. So it might have been for that. But the girl she's been married for the last 2 decades, since we broke up. The next guy she met ended up becoming her husband. They had a family. They had children. The guy looks far older than her for some reason. He looks like he could be her grandpa at this point. But regardless, it could be shame. It could be because I supported Trump. I don't know. But you know what? I don't care. It could be because she saw my YouTube channel. Could be that as well, which, is not hard to find. She might have saw that, might have saw the whole Trump thing, and it might have been a combination of things, and she's just screw this guy. He was a dick to me anyway back then. And then decided to block me. Even though I had not reached out to this girl, did not message her, did not try to friend request her, nothing. Right? We had a lot of mutual friends, and I always saw her pop up on my mutual friends list, and just never added her. She never added, and that could have been it too. It's I never added her, and maybe she got offended. Who does he think he is, right? But I just wanted to leave the past where it was. That's just how I am. And so one day, shortly after that Trump thing, I was oh, she's not popping up on this thing anymore. What happened to her? And I was hey, where'd she go? Turned out she blocked me, right? So, in certain situations, you you just don't know, but whoa, who cares, right? Who cares? I mean, I just find it amusing when the girl does, as you should. You should just find it amusing, like, wow, this girl is still triggered by me after all these years. I could still get a reaction out of her. I could still make her upset, right? I mean, the fact that she still cares. I mean, because nobody is going to block you if they don't care, right? If you're like some incel or some homeless dude, or, you know, I mean, she's not gonna even make the effort. She's gonna be like, yeah, hang out on my friends list all you want, or whatever. Or if she was actually proud of her lifestyle, she would not block you, right? It's only in these situations that I talked about in tonight's coaching video where your ex will make the move to block you. And it's funny because I get this question so many times from guys. I'm finally answering it, and really, these are the reasons, right? Outside of the, you know, outside of the supposed like reason that a lot of people claim, like, oh, the girl or the guy was stalking her, whatever. Yeah, that's fair, of course. You know, somebody's stalking you or harassing you or blatantly, you know, throwing shade at you. Yeah, you should block them. Why deal with them, right? But if it's an ex-girlfriend and, you know, nothing happened, I mean, there was no like really like ill feelings or anything like that, or there was no like no reason substantial enough to just block you out of the blue. Those are the reasons that I just gave you in tonight's coaching video, right? Usually it's because she's ashamed of what her life has become. She's not proud of it. Or two, she's trying to cover her tracks because she's still monkey branching and she doesn't want the new guys to find out about you. A lot of these girls, like Eddie Murphy used to say, a lot of these girls have skeletons in the closet. She doesn't want you to see her bones that she's hiding in her closet. That's also a big one, right? Or third, like my college girlfriend, like, was it, you know, it could have been a number of reasons, could have been a combination of reasons, but regardless, whatever, right? I just found it more amusing that she would actually still be triggered by me after decades. I'm like, really? Really? Yeah, but I'm amused. So, as you should be, right? But if you've had an ex block you and you can't figure out why, drop your comment below. Let me know your story and let me know why you think she blocked you, and what are your thoughts on that? So drop your comment below. And as always, it's Matt Cross from AlphaMaleSecrets. Don't forget to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and also, there go the lights again, smash the notification bell so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on my AlphaMaleSecrets channel. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this incredible value I'm adding to your life, the best way to do that is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium AlphaMaleSecrets channel. Right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of premium AlphaMaleSecrets content from me, so take advantage of it. All you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video.